Good morning, my name is HistoryWes and we are on the Family Quest server and I am attempting to stream and we'll see how it goes. I did some streaming, tried to stream the other day for the first time in about 3 years and was unable to continue because my internet service provider went out, something that's happening increasingly often, especially during hot days in the summer, so I'm trying this earlier in the day. It's only 12:35 p.m. Pacific time. So I am inside my megabase, which is a project under construction, has been under construction for about 1.5 years now. It's scheduled to be done in November. That'll be the 2-year mark, but we shall see how it goes. Let me give you a quick overview, starting with this little island over here, which is my industrial district, also under construction. This is a vegetable farm, and here, this long building is the wool farm. The orange building is a pumpkin farm. This is the villager trading hall, villager breeder. Over on the far side we have some various wood types growing, and then up here we have a mob dropper. And then finally over here we have a cactus farm, a sugarcane farm, and possibly the world's most expensive and poorly producing slime farm. Let's pop down in there for a minute. Here we are down inside of it. You can see it is huge. It goes from the surface to bedrock. About 7,000 blocks of light blue concrete and lots of deep slate. And some iron golems and stuff. And our production is not zero, but I checked this last time about 3 or 4 days ago, and it was exactly the same amount of slime in here. Now, it is low enough that I should AFK in order to get more slime. But even when I've AFK'd at different parts in here, different positions, it doesn't seem to spawn much slime. One of the things I might do in the future is put up more levels. I'm not particularly concerned because I don't use that much slime, and also I have an effective slime farm at my old base. This world that we are playing on was created the day 1.14, the Village of Pillage update came out. So it's around 4 years old. And we have multiple bases and locations across this world. It is a world on which I play with my 2 grown children, my daughter and my son, and also my daughter-in-law, my son's wife. And we've all been playing on it since the very first day. And with varying degrees of now we got some lag here. Varying degrees of how much we play. But you can see here over by the tree farms we've got a sniffer farm. We have 6 sniffers. They are named. There's Jeremy. That's kind of in honor of smallish beans. This is Stomper, which I just made up because he's got 6 legs. Happy. And Carla from Fairy Tale. Tomo. from another anime. And Travis. I know a guy named Travis. This isn't really named in honor of him. I just seem like a good name for a sniffer. Step over here and go to sleep. This little round house directly ahead I built so I'd have a place to sleep, and yet here I am sleeping out in the open. Anyway, so getting pitcher pods and torchflower seeds, and when I get several torchflower seeds, sometimes I breed up a couple of sniffers and I get some eggs. So that's the industrial district. The main part of the base is over here. And there are two parts. There's the underground and there's the above ground. So let's just fly over the above ground, which is in state of construction. We have one tower completed, one almost completed, and two still under construction. And inside we've got a little stable over here. We've got a clock tower, a couple of little farms. This building is a bamboo and iron farm. Iron up above, bamboo below. Just threw this bamboo in here. It's not very productive, but since bamboo grows so quickly, it does well. We've got a little crane here with our wood for construction. We've got our cherry blossom trees that we brought back from the cherry blossom biome. There are actually quite a few biomes close to us. We are way far out from the spawn point of our world, about 19,000 blocks from the original spawn location. And then we've got our street lights that I just started putting in, and this is an empty house that just leads down to our underground base. But rather than going in there, I'm going to go in the front door so you get a better idea of what it looks like. I'm still working on the staircase up to the front door. So here we have the Hall of 7 Deadly Sins and the 7 Virtues. So these are the sins and those are the virtues. These are statues designed by Gold Robin, which I liked very much, so I copied them. And this idea of having the 7 Deadly Sins you might recognize from Shazam, or as it was originally known as back in the 50s, Captain Marvel. And then we have our Great Hall here, which glorifies me, I guess. Up above there we have a conference room. And we go through here and we end up back where we started. So this is our little underground village that you saw a few minutes ago. It's populated by just free-range builders, all of them stonemasons. And I've traded with a few of them, but I don't usually, because I usually use my villager trading hall. Here is our axolotl habitat. Next door we have our frog habitat, but we just have one kind of frog, the what color is this? Ochre color, brown ones. We have one of each out in the end that we use to get frog lights. And this is just a little utility area. I did have a couple of villagers living in here, but then this is my bedroom. This is the one room that is really decorated. Got a map. And over here we've got our deep storage of just these 6 items. Drop them in that thing. And then all the other entrances just lead to the outside of the base and the inside of the cave here. This was all dug out, and then the soil was placed back to make the meadow above. So it's really artificial up there. Oh, we've got 2 torch flower seeds. I didn't even notice. Okay. This is the storage system input, so we can drop those seeds right in there. And this will take us down. We have elevators going down and up. We'll take the stairs. This is the main, this is really the main headquarters of my base here, kind of. Storage system input. These are full of shulker boxes. I've got shulker boxes with various stuff in here. An enchanting setup is over here, along with some of my kitty cats. Most of these other rooms are started. I was going to make this into a potion brewing room and this into an armory, but I never really got very far with it. And here is our LA habitat. And they sound so freaky. We rescued those from a pillager outpost. We rescued 2 of them, I think. We got 3, and 1 disappeared along the way. Alright, going down. Level 2 is going to be additional farms, of which we only have 1. We've got a wheat farm here, and we have bone meal converter. This also leads over to the industrial area, which is pretty nice. Level 3, we have our El Mingo smelter, our llama farm, our dripstone farm, our vine farm, and our lichen farm. Again, most of these levels have inputs into the storage system because the storage system begins down on level 5. I'm not sure what this is going to be. I think it's going to be a museum, but I'm putting in a mosaic floor and hanging lanterns. That's an ongoing project. This is the beginning of our storage system. This is the room of non-stackable items. So everything has a chest, crossbows would go in there, and clocks in here, etc. The rest of the storage system is automatic redstone impulse storage system, which starts right here, starting with dirt and going through all the blocks. And we've got an access panel here so we can get up and if there's a problem. I think Impulse designed that sorting system like back in 2011. And this is a recent dig. I started digging out. The idea is I knew over that way there is a mine shaft, but I'm digging to it. I haven't reached it yet. In the meantime, I've had to come through here and light up some big caverns back that way, and I've, of course, found a geode, and I've been harvesting amethyst from it. I have at least one other geode that I've dug right into. So, Here's our second storage system. We've got our stair blocks and slabs, and then we get into stuff like metals and foliage. We get out to the third level and go through all the foliage, all the foods and stuff like that, and then all the way, and then right here we begin our 1.20 items with the blossoms. Go all the way through the cherry wood. And the next level is for things that are stackable, but we're not necessarily going to get a lot of them, like doors. Like how many metal doors are you going to end up with? Yeah, 66, so not 0. Anyway, these are all full. And since there's still more 120 items that I didn't have room for, I had to come down, and I couldn't put them on this level because this is a mining level. We mine off mostly for iron at this level. And I think right through here, yep, right through there's another geode. So instead of putting the next level of the storage system there, it has to go in here. And we've got the rest of the 120 items, all the bamboo, all the hanging signs, sniffer eggs. I think they're all still stuck in the storage filter. Same with these. Anyway, and we'll continue on and fill up the rest of the room as new items come out. Just take a quick look in here. Only got one sniffer egg in there. You might be lost somewhere in the system. Or maybe they just haven't gotten through yet. So I put at least a couple in. So there's one in the sign and there's one in the filter. Okay, that's the storage system. So down below, level 12, that's for future expansion. Level 13, likewise, is empty. 14 is empty. Then we come to 15, which is our diamond mining level. And so it goes off into 4 directions. We've got our beacons placed for there. And we have a huge mine that goes off this way and curves around that way for, I don't know, miles and miles. So that just kind of gives you an idea of the whole base. And we will take the elevator up. There we go. Okay. However, I'm going to duck down to the first level here and grab some more rockets, which I'm getting low on. I need to craft some more, I think. Firework rockets. Yep. So I'll stick that shulker box in there. Actually, I should take an empty shulker box with me. Okay. Okay, we're going to take this way out, which brings us up into one of the 4 big towers, tower number 4 or 3, I believe. Can't. This is tower number, is it 2? No, it's 3. Okay. Don't want to stick around out there. That's not mob proofed. Up above. Here I built my nether portal, and I built a little nether on the other side. And we have nether hallways protecting us just about everywhere I go. I need to extend this down. My son's new base is down that direction. And so this is obviously a dangerous walkway. You get shot by gas and skeletons, and over here piglins, but they can't get up onto the walkway. But going this way, back toward the world spawn, although again we're thousands of blocks away from it, we are protected all around. It's mob proof. Carpeting will protect mobs from spawning. This way to a netherite mine and a mangrove forest portal. Hi, Mobcrafter. Hopefully I won't get cut off again. Hope you're having a great day. Here's a look at it. This is a great view of the nether. We've got Crimson Forest and the Warp Forest, and they're all suspended over the lava ocean there, which is another reason why I have this tunnel here to protect me. And you'll see that the tunnel types change. We're leaving all stone. It was wood, all wood before. Now we've got a combination of wood and stone, and that's not for any particular aesthetic reason, although some of the hallways are themed to where they're going. This was just so long that I just ended up changing it out of boredom. Let's see, here's another window. Oh, we've got another fortress this time. And a basalt delta over there. Which there is a piglin bastion in that basalt delta. In fact, I see the entrance to the piglin bastion over here. Although my son went in and pretty much stripped it of all of its wealth, occasionally I go there for easy blackstone still. Yep. So here we go. Here's the opening. There's the inside of the piglin bastion, what's left of it. You have to be careful because there are holes in the floor. So we're not going to go in there right now. So one thing I thought I would do today is visit the nether, or rather the end, because I have not been to the end in forever. And this is all lit with jack-o'-lanterns in this case. Sometimes with glowstone, sometimes with sea lanterns, but jack-o'-lanterns are very cheap, especially if you have a pumpkin farm. Yeah, I didn't realize. Let's see, let's fly. There we go. This is a portal that is not lit at the moment, but it just leads out into one of many little miscellaneous locations, as does this tunnel with another portal down there. Places that we aren't necessarily doing anything with at the moment, but that we... Actually, I think that's my daughter's new base that I just passed. Here we have my piglin bartering station. I think his name is Ham. He is the third pig that's been in here. I've accidentally had 2 of them die. The first one was named Bacon, and the second one was named Sausage, so this is Ham. And whatever he trades will, of course, go into the hoppers and pop out into the chest. So thanks for the quartz, and thanks for 3 pieces of salt sand. Big spender. Okay. This way leads off to our frogs, where we have them eating magma cubes in order to make frog lights, as well as a couple of mining areas. And this way leads to my previous base, which is where I have a working slime farm. That way leads to Wes's Woodland Mansion, which is a project that I started and haven't finished. That's been conquered. Then I decided to get the interior and rebuild it, and that's at the point that I'm at. Oh, I need to stop and say hello here. This is Little Kitty. He's aghast. And he just spawned in this hallway when we were constructing it, so we just built him in here. And I built him a window so he can look out into the nether, but it is glass there, so he can't fly out. And he just sits there. So, there we go. Oh, that's so sad. Non-crafter seeing one of my dogs on the greenhouse server. Yeah, I missed out on that on this season of the greenhouse server because I didn't start with everybody else. I was busy with something else, and then when you come on later, most people have kind of stopped playing, except for 1 or 2. Kind of takes some of the fun out of being on an SMP, but I am waiting for the next update. My son and daughter-in-law and I are still Stina Rose supporters, so we're thinking that we're going to go on. My son and I are talking about doing a base together, but I don't know when the greenhouse will restart again. Here we are at the end, and I started covering the end island in grass. Why? I don't really remember, but it was a long time ago. And you can see there's a lot, and there are a lot of torches out here because we get tired of making Enderman angry. And we've also got some bridges up to some portals. But unless I'm mistaken over here, there is a minecart railway. What's in here? Junk. Okay. I built this little walkway and this brilliant arch. Ugly, ugly. Okay. Oh, guess what? There's a minecart railway here and no minecart. I should have grabbed that minecart that I had. Oh, well, I guess I'll fly. Okay. I'll just follow the minecart path. My son built this, and he built a secret base out here for the Endermen. It was their secret base location where they were plotting how to change the Nether. And that was kind of a setup for the Nether update. And we kind of role played through that. Here we go. Yeah, well, there are plenty of Endermen here, that's for sure. Let's see. Yeah, this is the Enderman secret base. You can see it looks just like the kind of place the Enderman would have. And it's pretty extensive down here. Oh, here they're doing scientific research on why beds explode. And oh, here, how zombie piglins emerge from pigs. This is an actual zombie piglin. Notice. Oh, he's a zombified piglin. He's got an ear. I was thinking maybe since he had spawned before, he would be original, but no. And here's a laser that they're blasting a hole in the wall with, liquefying it. Yeah, we could have the Enderman stealing grass blocks and replanting the end. If I can remember how to get out of here without going through the whole thing. Yeah. Seriously? Come at me, bro. There you go. That actually did some damage. Okay. So the minecart came from that way. So what I'm looking for is over this way, because I think, looking at a recent map, that there was a large ender city just beyond, and there it is. And there's a ship. And I don't think we've been to this. Although I could be wrong. Let's see here. Yep, free elytra. All kinds of goodies. You know what I didn't bring? I didn't bring a shield either. I should bring these. Okay. Some health. Oh, yep. Ah. I'm really terrible at end rating. I shouldn't be here by myself. Ish. Yep. Definitely need a shield. So sneaky coming around. Oh well. Just gotta come up here. Oh, what a great view. Maybe I should come back when I have a shield. Okay. Which, yeah, I came from this direction. There we go. And I don't have an, oh, I do have an ender pearl. All right. Oh, it worked. Okay. Oh, it didn't work. I threw it through the portal. Okay. Yeah, I always wondered why Endermen were stealing grass blocks, or dirt blocks too. When we were playing in our first joint family world, we built a mob dropper, but we made it mostly out of dirt blocks, and it had so much Enderman griefing that it just, you know, we were constantly refilling it. It looked like a Swiss cheese. But griefing, Enderman griefing is turned off on this world. Oh, I slept here. I guess I should sleep again since it's nighttime. I think my stream is frozen. Let me check. Oh, no, we're back. Okay. Any miscommunication between us is hi, Radical Games. Good to see you. You just popped up. Thank you. You did make me happy. There's only you because of a number of reasons. Number one, probably first and foremost, is I just decided to do this without any planning ahead because I was trying to see if streaming was working. Second of all, I don't know that there are that many people who would really want to watch me or not. But I'm glad you're here. Anyway, as I was about to say, any miscommunication is at my end. I'm playing on my computer, but I'm watching the chat on my iPad at the same time. So I'm probably not very good at catching everybody. This is my villager trading hall, and these two villagers got turned into witches, and I'm not sure why. I guess through the window, lightning hit them. Down here, these poor villagers are in a villager torture chamber, basically, because I can lower them down to where the zombie is to zombify them. The zombie will not. Oh, he is attacking them. Okay. He usually focuses on me unless I hide. So in fact, let me go ahead and lower this guy too, and then I'll sneak around over here where he can't see me. I think this design was by Razeworks. I've only done this with the first floor. All the book selling librarians on the first floor don't have an easy zombification system. Okay, so we can cure these three villagers. Oh, I need more than one apple though. We can cure them with just one splash potion. There we go. Anyway, down underneath here is where we can reach all the farms. For some reason, I have an affinity for building underground. I usually end up with most of my base works underground. Here's the cactus farm. I need to build an easier access to the sugarcane farm there. Here we've got a skelly spawner. Stand right here. I think there is a blockage, so skeletons sometimes don't come out as quickly as they should, but it's fast enough once they start coming. Splashing, swimming, I can see, yeah, they're there. And they are dropped down to 1 hit point, so I can hit them with this carrot and kill them. But anyway, what I actually wanted to do was take the hallway from the industrial district to the main base, which is over here. This is the redstone line for the zombie upstairs, so don't break those or it screws up the whole thing. I can follow directions on redstone tutorials, but other than that, I'm about limited to turning on a redstone lamp with a switch. So we've got this hallway. We're eventually going to fill it up with armor. It goes under the river, and then over here, more armor and stuff. Lots of netherite. I think I dug up maybe a total of 3 netherite ingots. The majority of that's dug up by my son, who he dug this mine in the nether that just went on forever. And here we are back in the main base by the wheat farm. And over here is connection to some of the mini caves that are underground here. dump in the sorting system is gold and emeralds. I think that's about it. We'll just stick the rest of it in this. Oh, we can put chests in there too. Put the rest of these in here until I decide where they're going to go. And sticks. Don't need sticks in my inventory. There we go. You can see we've got a bunch of smithing templates, 10 and 8, but I've only got these 2. And we've got the netherite upgrade template, but those are the only 3 templates we found. Not that we've made much of a concerted effort, really. Alright, I thought I had a shield in one of these chests. Oh well. I guess I will save going to the nether or going to the end for another day. End rating. Let's see. Okay, so in addition to we've got 3 methods of travel to go from here to the spawn area of our world. We have the nether tunnels, which we were in a moment ago, and then we have this minecart track, which is, like I say, about 19,000 blocks long. Just goes forever. I have not finished putting up the support pillars all that distance, so that's something I need to work on in the future. And then there is a third way, using a command block that my son set up. I have no idea how to do command blocks, but he has, and we can fly right down here around the bottom of the mountain, and sitting in the trees over here is a TARDIS. So we just click on the door and we're inside the TARDIS, and then we can throw the switch and we are outside of the TARDIS and we're somewhere else. This is our spawn town. This was the first hole I dug on this world 4 years ago, right here. We started together one morning and everybody had their job. My daughter's job was to build the first tree farm, which is right over there. That's my obelisk I built. My son was to protect the villagers, I think, and mine was to dig a mine and build an AFK fish farm, which we have here, which no longer works, of course. But that's when we did it when we started. And let's see, somewhere in there's a bed. Yeah, there's a bed in here. And so we only have 2 command block items in the world. Number 1 is the TARDIS, and number 2 is in this 7-Eleven store. Here you can pick up heads using command blocks, including a bee head, because we wanted bees, and the bees and Buzzy Bees update wasn't out yet, so we can click that and get our head. So it's different now because our head is a little different. Let's take down the old head there and put up the new one. There we go. Put the spare head in here. This was my first super smelter in this world. Let's see. Smelt. It's dino smelt. There's a dinosaur skeleton on top, and it says smelt on the building. And then this right here is the end of the minecart track that eventually goes all the way to the other base. We've got a giant observer block here. And this was my house that I built after we just started. And over here we've got a giant one, which, in fact, there's my son just logged on. Family Fist World, first anniversary, April 26, 2020. So, again, that was the day the Village and Pillage output update came out, and we had so many pillagers, which is why these walls and stuff are here. And wow, it just got so laggy. I assume that's because he's on. I got all ready to play, then turned on YouTube to watch it. Oh, he saw I was here. Cool. I think I'm going to head over to your base right now. Let's take the TARDIS. Oh no, we can't take the TARDIS. We're too close. Okay, we'll go through the nether. Here's our main Family Quest Nether Hub, and these are our two phantoms that have been in those minecarts for about 3 years now. We have an old west town off that way. It's got about 3 buildings. This was one of my old bases, which also has a nether portal in it, or an end portal in it, rather. And this portal here led to the first woodland mansion we found. We picked this seed to start this world on for 1.14 because it had all the biomes within 1,000 blocks of spawn. Of course, all the new biomes like mangrove forest and cherry forest, mangrove swamp, cherry forest are not that close. But John, after building a base very far away, decided to build a mega base closer, and we've been digging it out to start it, and this is it. Hello, Scott. So this is going to be the site of his new base as soon as we get it dug down to bedrock. And let's see, there's already a trench here that goes all the way down, and that we can toss our rock and stuff into, and then it's collected in a stack of chests somewhere. I don't remember. I don't know. He's been moving stuff around, so I don't know. This is a water elevator for... Oh, there you are.
Let's see. Where are the chests now?
Down at the bottom, but soon here. Oh, he's going to move them back up here, and so this water siphon will pick up everything. He's going to make a continuous loop sorter. Okay. Cool. So we can do this. We can just zip along here, dig out. Of course it rains. Then when we get a full inventory, we just bring it over here and dump it right into the crack. And it will go up there and be sorted once he's got the chests in. Oh, you got a piglin friend? Did you go back yet? Oh, no, he's there. And just around the corner, really, is the end of the hallway. And that opens to a place where there's a lot of zombies, apparently. This is going to be our modern suburban area. John built these houses, and I built this library building, which I love. It's based. I've also built this town hall over here, which I don't love. Yeah, doesn't look that good. But the library is actually based on a real library building. We still got a beacon here. We haven't been here for like a year. Wonder what kind of goodies are in the chest. Some ink sacks. Oh, buckets of chocolate fish. That's a handy item. That's dirt. A lot of dirt. Whoa. That was scary. I looked like I appeared down there for a moment. I love this hall because it's all made out of quartz and iron. It's like the most expensive hallway in the history of the world. We don't use creative mode. We are in a survival mode on hard. Not to say that we don't have a couple of bits where we fudged. For instance, we've got a couple of command block things in the world, and we do have it on set on keep your inventory, and also hi Luffy. I didn't realize at first that was somebody new speaking. Yeah, we've got to keep our inventory, and I'll show you why here. If you look at our armor, we have God armor, which was possible in Minecraft 14.2, I believe, and then they nerfed it again in 14.3. But for one tiny bit of time, a few weeks, you could upgrade all the different protections on one piece of armor. So I not only have protection, but fire protection, feather falling, blast protection, projectile protection, etc. So after I died and almost lost some of my armor, we set our server on keep your inventory. And we also have griefing turned off for Enderman. And I think we have gas griefing turned off too. Mining Mesa. Christmas area also, which we haven't been to in a couple of years. This leads to the only deep dark we've been to. Did I just look at Enderman? Maybe. We've only been to one deep dark, and that was right after the Wild update came out. Yeah, yeah. Whoops. It doesn't always even fare well on this world. I have gotten blown up by a creeper recently. You'd think that my armor would protect me completely, but yeah, that deep dark was super scary. But I had one blow up right behind me when I was totally unprepared, and it took me out. Creeper's my least favorite part of Minecraft. There's Little Kitty again. Speaking of ghasts. We should make a translator so we can hear him. If you've seen Cub Fan's new video, he makes a piglin to human translation. Let's zip down this hallway a bit. Next time I do this, I'll have a better plan on what I'm going to do. we're right next to, this is artificially placed in as a ceiling, of course, but this is an actual fortress, nether fortress, and I got killed right inside there, so I haven't been back to look it over yet, go up and explore. But just around the corner here, we've got my 3 frogs, who I've got to say are like the world's toughest frogs. They've been here in the nether since the wild update came out, and magma cubes spawn over here and attack, and the frogs just gobble them up. And so I've had some thoughts of making an automatic frog light farm, but so far I haven't needed it. I think John's listening, but I will tell him on the in-game chat just in case. He says hello. Okay. In fact, this very large basalt delta out here is where I almost lost my god armor that time that I died, and that's when we set it to maintain possessions. This was let's see, there's another opening. And we're here, yes, right here. When 1.17 came out, they had all the new blocks, including deep slate, but they did not have the mountains. They hadn't reworked the build limit, so I created a mine here so that we could get deep slate, because for a while you were able to mine deep slate without going that low. But anyway, I've still got a beacon here too. We've got beacons all over the place in this world left over. This is a great slime farm right here, and so I've managed to collect about as much free-range slime as I've gotten from my slime farm back near my base. Oh, there's another bucket of tropical fish. Now, this was the first building I built with deep slate. I'm not particularly proud of it, but it was, you know, something. I needed a building here for my nether portal. Let's see, I've got minecarts to just fly up and over this way. I'm going west, aren't I? Yes. I think I can just bump into our big minecart track. Let's see. Yeah, about 1,200 blocks. was watching a YouTuber the other day, and he was one of the many YouTubers talking about how Minecraft wasn't as fun as it used to be, and I was listening, and I was expecting him to say, "Yeah, since the the Wild update came out or something like that." But he was like, "Minecraft hasn't been fun since the Elytra was invented." And I was like, "Well, okay." I personally like flying around. I like building minecart tracks too, but I think I'll leave that stuff in there. Yep, there's still a lot of stuff that we could discover in there. That's an interesting looking formation there. So even though we haven't stopped there on that shipwreck, this has been loaded in before. This area right here was a village that I took all the villagers and then took the village apart. Moved everything over to my main base at the time, which is over here somewhere. Here we go. There's my old villager trading hall, my farms, my minecart track. There we go. So we'll just hop on this track going north. You can see at the ends of the track it's starting to turn, but as we go it's pretty much new copper all the way. There's my statue of me. Turn down that sound. And I was at that base for a couple of years. And here we are headed north toward the new base. Yeah, there's a lot of torch spam in this world. And there's something like 15,000 copper slabs on this minecart track. When we dug out my current base, we dug up so much copper, and then with the stone cutter being able to duplicate it, just made it. I mean, I think I eventually used all that I had, but I've got more since then. And you can see that this is part of the track that I have not yet built supports for. So, let's see. There's a little fishing hut down here. I don't think you can quite see it where we're at. Then we go through our ice spikes biome. Yeah, there's a lot of glowstone in this build too, and a lot of redstone because I used redstone blocks and I didn't really have to. But that glowstone, fortunately, you can get that from villager trading because I've not mined that much ever. There's another shipwreck, but that one we have gone to before. And we have a lot of cold biomes, oceans in the explored part of our world, but relatively few warm oceans. We've got a couple. And it took me a while. You see all these guys on YouTube flying out, finding a sniffer egg the first time they open a chest in a warm ocean ruin. I went to like every single ruin, opened every chest, used the brush to archaeologically remove the sand and the gravel, and I think I was like on my last 2 blocks that I was removing with the archaeology brush, and they had sniffer eggs in. Oh, there's a polar bear swimming, just like in real life. Polar bears are having a rough time. I think they definitely need to add bears into the other biomes. We got a panda, we got a polar bear. They can do a grizzly. Grizzly bear, black bear. Then you're set. I like to think of this as a meteor crater over here. This would be a nice place to build. It's relatively flat. And there's one block of lava creating a whole lava flow. So I was really on a bend building this minecart track, and it didn't take that long, even though it goes, like I said, like 19,000 when you take the 3 legs of it all together. Well, I think this is a lukewarm ocean. Let's hop off this minecart and take back to the wing. There's a regular swamp. The base where John is building was a swamp. You can't tell it is now because it's just dirt. Dark forest. Yeah, 120 is an interesting update. I like it overall. I really like having new wood types always. I don't think the camel is that useful, although I went to a great deal of trouble to get 2 of them and bring them back to my base and breed a 3rd one. I like the sniffers, but I would have liked them more if the plants that you breed up were a little more useful. I mean, it would have been cool if, like, the pitcher plant would have given you some glow ink, so you'd have a second source of glow ink, or maybe the torch flower gave off a tiny bit of light. That's an interesting cave. So I don't know if I would say I've been playing that much in 120. The world is 120, but I haven't. Vegan glowing, John says, yeah. But I haven't done that much stuff with 120. I want to do a nice build with cherry wood soon. I'm going to finish up the stream in just a little bit, but there is one place that I want to get to before I stop. They look like they're from a mod. Yeah. Oh, here we've got the first of our pillar supports. Yeah, they do kind of look, I would say, more complex than the older flowers. So they do kind of look more from a mod. I think there's like a group of designers that want to do more complex things in Minecraft, and some that want to make it stay more blocky. Like they had the horse for a while and then they changed it to be more blocky looking, which I was against at the time, but now that horses have been around for a while, this is the pillager outpost that I stole the allays from. Now that the horse has been out for a while, I don't remember really what it was like before, so it doesn't matter. But there is some truth to what people say when they say everything looks like modded when it first comes out. But I do know what you mean. The flowers don't fit in with the other ones. You would know that they were not from the same time period, same artist, etc. Okay, this is my dirt ladder that I built to get the camels up here, and I brought them back from the desert. So I'm going to take that down since I've got the camels now. Don't need any zombies or anything popping up here. Yeah. Camels don't fit in a boat, but they do float on the water very nicely, so you can get in a boat and pull them along. I did not lose a lead at all by doing that. I did lose a lead when I unhitched them and forgot to pick it up, but okay. And then over here is a build that I did. It's ruins. These ruins right here, they're from an anime movie that I saw called, I can't remember what the name of it is now. I'll have to look. But then at the end, we have a Grumbot. So this is our world's Grumbot. That's not from the anime, of course. The rest of this is, including this kind of tall building looking thing. Makia, that's it. Makia is the name of the anime. It has a subtitle. It's something like Makia, when the last flower blooms, or when the something like that. But it's the title of the movie is Makia. It's not a Studio Ghibli. They're the type of movies that I really love, but it is just right up there in that quality. Anyway, and that's where I wanted to get to end today's stream. Thanks to those of you who stopped by, especially Momcrafter. Thanks for giving me a second try after I crapped out on you last time with server problems. Anyway, thanks. And as always, everybody, keep on Minecrafting.